A very good morning, Team Zimbabwe, and welcome to Africa and Beyond Television Network. And we are taking a look on something which is very important. My brother Thomas, how are you? And we need to take a look on a recognition which was given to President Advocate Nelson Chamisa. It's very important for our leaders to recognize each other. And the reason why we are bringing this is because ZANU-PF people are angry. And, that is their nature. So President Nelson Chamisa congratulated the new Botswana president days ago. And it was the resounding victory in the elections. And remember, has been sworn in as the president. The inauguration is set for the 8th. And, we do not know if Emmerson Mnangagwa will be able to attend that inauguration. But what is of importance is to note that today, Duma Gideon Boko, who is the new president of Botswana, recognized the President Nelson Chamisa and responded to the congratulatory message. He said, "Thank you, brother and SC. I am honored to be entrusted with the responsibility of fulfilling the will of the people. Stay blessed." So, we are doing this video because tatane vanhu vezanu-pf vachitaura kuti Chamisa wacho kubva zvaakati makorokoto, they have not responded to him, this and that. They don't even know him. They don't even recognize him. That was the narrative which was being spread by ZANU-PF people in WhatsApp groups everywhere. They were arguing as if they're in control of everything. But remember, this is a man who have been busy with handover, takeover processes, whatsoever. A man who has been busy with, he has just come off the elections, still busy, still putting things in order, things in place. And, the delay was is understandable. And today he has finally responded. And, it's something else. So we need to be honest with each other. These comrades are recognizing each other. They are actually recognizing each other because Duma understands that in Zimbabwe, he needs a partner who is going to work together with him in terms of cooperation between the two countries. You cannot cooperate fully and benefit anything from the government of Emmerson Mnangagwa, which means Duma will need a good leader in Zimbabwe. We need a good leader in Zambia. We already have one. We need a good leader in Namibia or across the SADC region. You need brothers who are able to share the same vision in terms of economic transformation. So that is what is very important at this point in time. And if you look at this response, ZANU-PF people are showing their anger. They're showing their anger already. So, this one is saying, why didn't you respond to the president of Zimbabwe when he congratulated you? This is where he is. Who says or who said is not going to respond? He will respond if there is need to respond to the Zimbabwean president. He will respond. But sometimes you respond according to importance. You see? So, this is Mtwakas. They hate. They say, don't trust that Shona criminal. Imagine the hatred, guys. Personally, I love Ndebele people. I love Shangani people. I love the Tonga people. I love everyone. Because we as Zimbabweans, when we are all quiet, you cannot identify to say that is a Shona, that is a Ndebele, that is a what. We are all Zimbabweans. So that is what is very important. That is what should unite us. I would want to see a government which prioritizes everybody. I don't have any problem seeing a Ndebele person leading Zimbabwe. I don't have any problem having a president coming from the Matabele region. But we have problem with people who are so tribalistic, who think that a certain tribe is better than the other. Shona people respect Ndebele people. Ndebele people respect Shona people. Let us respect one another. Let us make sure that, personally, this is the reason why I always say Robert Mugabe is the biggest problem right in Zimbabwe. He failed to make these languages in Zimbabwe official languages to be learned in schools. Imagine if we had learned Tonga, Ndebele, all these languages the same way we were able to learn one or two things from English. We learned or we get educated in the rural areas where we spoke English here and there. Here and there, you can even count that we spoke English. How many times you can even count? But we are able to communicate. Yes, we are not fluent, we are not 100% in terms of speaking English, but we can communicate. That is the same thing we could have done since 1980. We were supposed to be able to hear Ndebele, speak Ndebele, hear Shangani, speak Shangani, Tonga, all these languages. We were supposed to be able to speak them fluently. It was supposed to be a culture. And I still hope and believe that the next president of Zimbabwe must introduce this and must make sure that everybody is able to speak the official languages right in Zimbabwe. There are not so many. In some of them, you could understand each other through the other. If you understand this one, you can also understand that one. That makes us a country where we can go into Matebele region and we communicate seamlessly. And you don't even recognize that this is not someone from this region. Then you go to Mashonaland region, you can also communicate seamlessly. I have seen the Ndebele people, they have an advantage because the majority of the Ndebele people, they can communicate in Shona. But the majority of Shona people, they cannot communicate in Ndebele. That is a problem. That is a very, very big problem. And, we need to rectify that. So if you look at some people from ZANU-PF right now, it seems as if they're not so happy with the President Duma Boko responding to Advocate Nelson Chamisa, recognizing President Advocate Nelson Chamisa. But let me tell you, this is something which is very important and honorable to do when you are leadership or when you're in leadership. And we are still waiting to hear if President Nelson Chamisa has been invited to the inauguration. And ndo pachaita mama goosebumps kuvanhu vazhinji. Imagine if President Nelson Chamisa is invited to this inauguration. What will these sellouts say? These ZANU-PF sellouts, what are they going to say? They've sold out Zimbabwe for a very long time to the Chinese and the Russians, and they want to continue like that. So it will be something else. And great things are happening in our region. We just pray for Zimbabwe. We continue to pray for our country. And we need unity of purpose. We need unity. We need accountable leadership. We need leadership which is not focusing on making their tummies full. We need leadership which is going to come and change things for the better. Thank you very much, everyone, for coming. I love you all. Let me take a few comments right here. Thomas Mkonzo, how are you? Fortunate says, okay, Anzi, what does a Trump win mean for Zimbabwe? Because it's looking very much to Trump going into the White House. So personally, I care much about Trump winning in America, because if he wins, I view him as a man who is going to bring more stability. He's not a warmonger, which means if he manages to bring stability, and also if he manages to end the war between Russia and Ukraine, what it means is we are going to see prices going down. So when you see prices going down, especially controlled by fuel, when you see prices going down, you are going to start to see economic recovery. Once you see economic recovery, what it means is as Zimbabweans, you start to see value in terms of your money. But when it comes to the issue of foreign policy, I'm not so sure. The foreign policy Trump is going to place on Zimbabwe, definitely, I don't support to see the previous sanctions being applied again. We need to see being applied on ZANU-PF leaders per se. So we do not know if Trump is going to focus more on that. Trump is unpredictable when it comes to the issue of Africa. is much unpredictable. But we believe that, with the guidance of people like Elon Musk, they see how Africa should move, how Africa is actually in need of transformation whatsoever, which means he's going to be given more insight in terms of Africa. Look at right now, for example, if you look in Zimbabwe, we have utilized the Starlink in almost the bigger cities, the big cities we have. And he has recognized that capacity issue. So it means someone like Elon Musk, because of his economic muscle and his need to in terms of spreading in business, you give Trump better advice in terms of Africa, and you are likely going to see more recognition of Africa. That is how I view it. And when it comes to the issue of supporting ZANU-PF or the political stance against ZANU-PF, any government is going to have a robust stance against ZANU-PF. But I believe that the government of Donald Trump will be far much more robust on ZANU-PF than the government of Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, etc. So I do not know if I have answered you, but I think I have tried. Okay. On the other issue, we are a nation of faith. We're a nation with Christian values, which believe in God. And the win or the victory of Trump likely going to make it possible for Christians to have more time in terms of praying, in terms of having stability in faith. That is another issue. So Michael says, my wish is to turn Southern Africa into Dubai of Africa. Yes, I agree with you, Michael. That is our wish. Okay, General Tombwe says, as long as Mtakazi lives with this in mind. Okay, as long as Mtokas lives with this mind of a rat, they will never see parliament. So I think there are just a few people who see things differently or who want things to happen in a different way. But we just pray that we see the bigger picture. And Matebele people are good people. I know a lot of them. I have a lot of friends from that region. Very good people, very wonderful people. It's just that we have just a few people, just like ZANU-PF people we have right there. Our problem is ZANU-PF, not Shona people. Our problem is not Ndebele people, it's ZANU-PF. So once we recognize that, we'll be able to deal with these issues. Okay, Chitsike, okay, says ZANU-PF from Singanyare, Nikandedu Tese. Yes, Vana Nyadzi Vana. That is who they are, that is how they operate. And it's a problem. So let me highlight this. We are live streaming on Africa and Beyond, and on my personal platform right now we are Ronald Makusha, so you can check Ronald Makusha. We are live streaming on both. I just want to clarify something. There are people who are asking me from my platform to say, where were you? The fact is, the problem is that Africa and Beyond was fought, I think, from the end of July. We suffered so many setbacks on this platform to an extent that there were people who were trying to hack our platform or to shut down our platform. And it started not showing notifications to a lot of people, which means even if we were going live, we were not being able to some people were not able to see our live broadcast, and that problem is still there. So the majority of the people who are seeing our live broadcasts are people who have turned on their notification bells. So that is another issue. So for those who are finding it difficult to get our live videos, just manually search and you'll be able to know that we are broadcasting on daily basis. Thank you very much, everyone, for coming. I love you all. Let us continue to pray for Zimbabwe. Let us continue to pray for change.